tuning back into the channel. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. Each and every subscription helps. Hit that button. Keeping Up Bro fam, what's going on, everybody? Happy Halloween! It is Halloween. If you don't celebrate it, happy Harvest Day. Yeah, I think people call it Harvest Day. Call it something else. Anyway, happy end of the month. It is October 31st. It is the last quarter of the month. We got 2 months left in 2024, and we got a lot of good stuff going on. So, thank you all for tuning back into the channel. If you could please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers, and each and every one of your subscriptions helps. It helps so much. All right, what we talking about tonight? Tonight is Thursday. Tonight is Travel Thursday, and we're gonna talk about a little traveling. And me, yes, this is half my costume. I got, I went to the Halloween store to get the rest. They were sold out of everything. They didn't have nothing in it. The walls were bare. So if you don't get your Halloween costume too, I had this since the summertime. I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and wear this. I had this since I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna get some other stuff, accessories. But hey, they didn't have anything, so this is how I'm going. They got this huge Halloween parade in LA. Gonna be a good time. Looking forward to that. But tonight, before we get into that, we're gonna talk about this travel budget, because I got this nice travel budget that I built. And let me tell you something. I travel a lot. I'm pretty sure a lot of you all travel a lot. Do you ever really count every single penny, every dime that you spend? You really don't. You really don't. When you travel, a lot of people just account for the hotel, the flight. They're not accounting for how much money they spent while they were there, food, Ubers, activities. You don't get the total cost of the trip. You just say flight, hotel, and then spend the rest of the money there. But you don't never come back and look how much you spend in entirety, because it could be a lot or not. But we don't tend to like to do that. But my travel budget shows you that, and it teaches you how to do that. So we're going to get right into it. Let's look at it. Let's get into it. So I built this nice little travel budget for everyone. Boom. There it is. There is the travel budget right there. Right there. This is what it is. Now, so what this travel budget does, it gives you, this is how much you can spend. You can change it to $2,000. How much if you're going to spend trips? $2,000, $4,000, all that stuff. This is all driven in formulas, and it all makes sense. But ultimately, what we want to do is you kind of want to get a guess of how much you might spend. You don't know. You don't know. But that's why we're trying to figure it out, so we don't go over and spend too much money on there. All right. So let's keep it real honest. Let's not. That's a lot. Let's keep it honest. 2,000. $2,500. $2,500. I'm gonna spend. I got $2,500. That's what I got to spend. Okay, cool. Where are we going? Well, let's see. This could be let's say this is a vacation. We're going somewhere. Most flights, I don't know. You got $1,000 flight. Let's say the flight's $500 there and back. $250 there and back. It's not bad. $250 there and back. Boom. So $250 there and that right there. Already got your total. Hotels. Now, on the low end is $100 a night. You're probably not getting a hotel for $100 a night. So on the other end, let's do hotel $150 a night, 3 nights. That's $450. So you have $450. And this is just telling you how much you already spent. And plus the bags, you got to pay for your bag. You got 2 bags. 2 of y'all got bags, $70. So right now, you're already at $1,020. That is, and it gives you a percentage of how much you're spending on flight. This is what you got to spend. If you don't spend this money, you can't even go. So right now, we already at $1,000, 40% of the trip, right? And then, now this is just messing around. Like you might get another flight might get cheaper. Like, okay, well, this flight's $500. Let me get something cheaper than that. Let me get some $300. I can do some $300. How much I'm saving? Bam, that drops you back down. So you can play around with the numbers and kind of see where you're sitting at flight wise, hotel wise, so you know what's going on. Because sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. Okay. And next, you got your eat now, you got your variable budget. So when you do go out, you're gonna eat out. Okay, you gotta go. Well, next is just the activity. This is the things you're gonna do, the variable expenses: eating out, Ubers, clothes, parking, activities. Now, clothes. Let's go through one. Eating out. Now, this is eating out while you're there. While you're there, you're gonna eat out. That's fair. Well, how much you think you're gonna spend while eating out? More than $100. You're gonna probably spend like $300. You're there for 3 days, $300 a day. Bam. So you got $300 a day for that. We're gonna give ourselves a budget. Uber there, let's say $60 a day, 6, 12, 180. Just give yourself $180 in Ubers. $60 a day. Clothes, you ain't buy that much clothes. You're gonna pretty much wear what you got. You got a pair of shoes and stuff. $100. Parking $70 to park the car. And activities. Now, here's activities. Activities meaning, what are you gonna do? You're gonna do I don't know. You're going to jet ski. You're going to get on the ATVs. There's a lot of stuff you can do. A lot of activities. But activities cost money. Activities cost a little money. So I know I spend a couple $100 on activities. Activities might run $300 for 3 days. $100 each day. Now let's take it back down. Let's say $75 a day. 75. So let's go with 275. Let's go 275. Bam. All right. So this is how much we got. This is our budget. This is how much I'm giving myself to spend. Eating out, I got $300. Ubers, I got $180. Clothes, $100. Parking, $70. Activity, $275. So I'm giving myself a $925 budget. Now clothes, we can actually take that off. Let's say you're not gonna buy no clothes. Let's save that money. We're gonna wear the clothes we already got. No new clothes. Not buying no clothes there. Fine, we'll leave that at 0. All right. Now, your amount budgeted is $825. This column, how much you spent? 0. You haven't spent anything. Then you got amount left. Next, you got your expenses. Now, how much am I really going to spend? Now, this column made it easy for you. You just got to drop down all your activities. Whatever you're going to do, you just click on it. Let's say we go out to eat. We spend $60. Damn, $60. First meal, no problem. Bam. So you got $60. You spent $60. It shows you how much you spent. You spent $60. You gave yourself $300 to spend. You got $240 left. Next, we got a couple Ubers. We got the Uber to the hotel. Got the Uber back. $20. $20 there. $20. No, let's say $40 for the Uber from the airport, because you gotta get to the airport from the airport first, right? $40. Bam. Where we at right there? Right now, I'm sitting at, how much have I spent? I've spent $140 in Uber. Whoops, that's 0. So Ubers, I spent $40. I got $140 left. Gave myself $180. You see how I said? So what this does is, this budget I've used. Why I've started to use it. What it does is you just got to be a little meticulous. You're gonna get the activities. So we already know what activities were there. We're there first day. We look everything up. We're gonna go get on ATVs. ATVs is $60 a person. So that's $120. So we're gonna do that. ATVs $120. Bam. Oops. Right here. That's 0. Gotta keep the stuff in the right column. So this is $120 right there. Activities. I spent $120 on ATV, $60 a person. Activity, I gave myself a budget of $275. I've already spent $120. I got $155 left for activities. Now, what else I got? Parking. Yep, parking costs $70. Parking, let's say it's, I don't know, $25 a day, $75, $75, $75 for 3 days. Bam. So you're negative. So if you go over the budget, it'll turn red on you. You gave yourself $70 for parking. It actually was $25 a day, which happened. So that's fine. You can just readjust it. All right, it was actually 75. Boom. I'm at the limit. You're back at 0. No problem. But what it'll do is, if you do go over, it'll turn red. It'll show you, and you can just kind of figure out where the hell you're at. Now, this is not necessarily why you're there. This is just to play around with before you go. Just giving yourself a rough estimate of what you might do and what you might not get. Let's say you go out eating again. You can use this while you're there, or you can use it before you go. Like each day, like day one, we spend $60 a day. Next day, we spend another $60 on eating out. Bam. How much we got left? Got another $180 left to go. You see what I'm saying? So this budget, it kind of shows you where you're at as you go along. Because all the other ones I've seen and used, it just kind of shows you, oh, I spent this much. Well, I need to know where I'm at and then where I go over. All right, now we're going to do some more activities. Man, you know, we saw the sunset cruise. It was nice. It comes with the dinner. You go out on the boat. I don't know if you've done it. The sunset cruise, in some places where you got the ocean, they'll take you out on the cruise on sunset around 5, 6 o'clock. You get some champagne. You do all that. Another activity. How much is that? $50 a person, $100. Another $100. Bam. So now, look over here. Now this turns red because as you see over here, this as a my total amount of activities, amount spent, this is getting tracked over here. So now I'm at half of my budget. Total expenses. This total expenses right here is taking this amount, total amount spent, and this amount that I spent to get there. Flight, hotel, bags, amount I've already spent. All right. 51%. And this is designed when you go over half of the budget. So the budget is when you get to be about $600 halfway, whatever it is. So let's say I increase the budget to, increase the budget to $4,000. Budget go to $4,000. That comes right on down because I got more money to spend. So this percentage, what I can spend is a percentage of how much you spent. So let's take it back down to 2,500. Bam. Half of my money is already spent based on how much I'm trying to spend. So you already know if you're trying to do this trip for $2,500, it's probably not going to work out because between activities, going out to eat, you already in the hole. So you're going to need a little more money. So like, damn, I need to increase my budget a little bit. That's not going to work for me. I need to increase it to $3,000. Give myself an extra $500 where I'm at. 42. Now you still at 42%. You're already halfway there. But it kind of gives you a real gauge of how much should you spend before you go. Do you have enough? Do you not? You got to know this stuff because you travel a lot. People travel. You just don't really keep track of your spending. And when you come back, you didn't really add up how much you spent out eating. You didn't add up how much you spent on the Ubers, activity. You didn't add it all up. So you're constantly traveling and you're thinking like me, I get a deal on the flights and the hotels. I mean, I save on travel all across the board, but I still need to know where I'm at. It's a real expense you got to account for. You really got to account for it. So it's really simple. And as things, now I kept it really simple. You can add the stuff in here, eating out, Ubers, clothes. It's just simple. This is a simple budget. I'm going to make it a little more complicated, but it's super simple. And wherever you're going, whatever you're thinking about doing, just throw it in here. Now, you know you're not going nowhere for what? $500. You try to do it for $500, you're going nowhere. Nowhere. You don't have enough. You just don't have enough. So I thought this was really nice. And I saw somebody else build this thing. I said, man, let me give it a shot. Super easy. Super easy. Now, I'm going to put the link in the video. So if you want the link to it, you want to play around with it, feel free. Feel free. But I do know this. When you do travel, though, you do need to know how much the hell you're spending. You need to know how much you're spending. And this will help you figure it out. It'll help you keep track of your expenses and all that. And like I said, you can always readjust it. Amount spent. Let's say now you want to increase the budget. You know that's not enough. Go up to 400. Oops, that's not right. Wrong one. You got to increase the budget. So you know that's not enough. Increase it to $500. You're going to spend $500 out. Now you got $380. And it gives you real like, dang, this is a lot. It can seem like a lot because I know me sometimes. Sticker shock. I'll spend it. But when you look at it in its totality, you be like, damn, that's kind of a lot. Or not. You just make your adjustments where you need to make your adjustments and move on from there. And you're good to go. And you're good to go. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. So we're going to clear all this back out. Clear all this back out. Go up. Uh-oh. Go up, clear this out. Now you can't just delete everything. Uh-oh. See, when you delete stuff, you'll ruin the formula. Now I'm trying to get these hard coded so that won't happen no more. But once you do that and just clear everything out. And as you clear it all out, go back to 0, start it all over again. Go down here, add 0, and we're back straight. Back to 0. Uh-oh. You get the point. Back to 0, down, go down. You don't have to do all that. Click this. This is not Excel. I don't like, if you use Excel a lot, this is definitely not Excel. and that is not my favorite. Boom. And you go back to 0 and you're good to go. And you want to do it all over again. Activities. You want to start off with activities. $200. And bam, you're all back in there. Easy, super simple. It's just something to help you figure it out before you go. All right. Boom. We're not going to stay on that too long. I'm going to do a whole nother show. I'm actually going to do a whole nother video and dive deep into it. But I did want to show that. I said I was going to talk about that tonight. And that's what I was going to do. Talk about that. Now, let's get into interesting news. Because it's Halloween. And I know some people want to get out and go trick-or-treating and do all that other stuff. So let's get to interesting news. So we're going to go enjoy our Halloween. All right. Yeah. But if you got questions about the budget, drop a comment. Let me know. I will be happy to explain it to you. And I will even send you the template. If you want the template for the budget, let me know. Let's go. All right. It's interesting news time. Time for the interesting news. What the hell is going on in the world? Well, first off, I was out there last night, living in LA. The Dodgers won. Shout out to the Dodgers, LA Dodgers, world champs of baseball. Shout out to them. It got crazy in the city last night. People were honking their horns like crazy. Not till like 11 midnight. You know, it was wild. But shout out to them for winning. That's dope. And they came all the way back from 5 down. I don't know if you're a sports person, but they did win. Shout out to the LA Dodgers. Now, let's see. What other story do we have? Damn it. I can't find all my damn stories. Let me pull up my new stories. It happened. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if y'all know about this, but the whole Uber shares plummet because I don't know if you know about this. The Uber drivers don't get paid very much anything. They don't get paid anything. They don't have any rights. They don't have any health care. They don't have any retirement. They have nothing. And these guys keep trying to strike and get the state to change laws. Now in New Jersey, if I'm not mistaken, they were successful, but they're planning to do another strike. But the strikes don't work. The strikes don't work because people still have Lyft and they still use the alternative. And the thing about it is, this guy article was talking about do strikes really work for Lyft and Uber drivers? I'm gonna say no, because what happens is if you have people say they're gonna go on a strike, Uber and Lyft, they'll raise the prices for the people who do want to drive. And they'll be like, well, you know what? I'm going to go out there and do it anyway. You're never going to get everybody to stop because you need people that need that money. And that's why it's really hard to go on have a strike or do anything of that sort, because you're always going to have somebody jump ship that need the money. Somebody's always going to need the money, and there they go. It's like we're all standing here together. Like take the dock workers, for example. Now they struck, but I'm pretty sure now they're probably all in the union. But I'm pretty sure if the company said, you know what, for those who do want to come back, we'll double your pay and we'll triple overtime. Man, some people gonna jump ship. They're always gonna get people to break because of the money. The money's always gonna get people to break, and that's just the way the hell it goes. I don't know if you know it's Starbucks is pumpkin spice time. I don't buy that stuff. But they're saying Starbucks makes an extra like couple $2 billion during this time of year. People really love the spices. They really love the pumpkin spice and all these extra drinks. And it's crazy. People go crazy for this stuff. I saw this really funny video on Instagram. I got to find it. People go crazy for the stuff all year. Everything around the holidays is geared towards you spending your money, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and even the night. Now, I had this laying around. I wasn't going to buy no new stuff. Now, last year, I went and got me a couple new things, but some people going out to spend all this damn money on Halloween. You're going to go overeat yourself on Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, you're going to go your ass into debt, especially people like small kids. They want to make sure their kids have an amazing Christmas. Kids not going to even remember it in 3 years. All holidays are about consumerism. And Starbucks has really figured this out, because if you notice, Starbucks, they always have the themed drinks. Just this summer, they had the what was it? I don't know, some kind of summer tea. I got it. It was nasty, but every holiday they got a themed drink, and they keep getting your money, and people don't realize it. Holidays are killing people. Not killing people literally. It's killing your pockets. It's really killing your pocket, and you're so conditioned to it. You don't even think about it. We feel horrible if you can't buy anything for Christmas. Some people say they're going to do the whole, we're not going to give gifts for Christmas. That sounds crazy. Even me for myself, not give anything for Christmas sounds crazy. It could be a good idea depending on where you're at, but we're conditioned. You're conditioned to give gifts for Christmas, receive gifts for Christmas. It's a real conditioning thing. It's real conditioning. Starbucks Aldo have themed cups too. Starbucks Aldo also has themed cups too. They do have themed cups. Starbucks has a club. They got a Starbucks cup club. So different time of year, they have special cups for you and they have special cups for you to purchase to be in the club. You got to be in the club to get them. It's ridiculous, but people do it. But what they have really realized, what they have figured out is branding and culture. Starbucks has created a culture and people really love it. People love Starbucks culture. It's amazing and people stick with it. And that's what they got. And last but not least, what is my last story for tonight? My last story tonight. Hell, it's Halloween. And Halloween is the same thing. It's all about consumerism. Buy a bunch of candy and everything's on sale 50% off. Now, if you go to Halloween store tomorrow, the same costume that you bought tonight will be 50% off. Whatever you pay $54 for tonight is going to be $17 tomorrow. Hell, it's probably a good idea to go buy your costume and let it sit around till next year. But we're not going to do that. No, people got to go buy a new costume, spend all this money all over again. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself, but do you got to spend all your money doing it? No, you don't. And I attempted to go spend some money today, and hell, Spirit Halloween store was all sold out. All sold out. They didn't have nothing for me. So that's what it is. But listen, we're going to revisit the budget spreadsheet. I think a lot of people are out doing stuff for Halloween and all that stuff, but that's fine. We're going to be back on Monday. Back on Monday with another Cheap Not Broke show. Short, abbreviated show tonight. But hey, check me out. My fiance said I'm a jack of all trades. So that's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a jack of all trades. I don't know what the hell. I was going to be the Joker, but I didn't have no paint. So I guess tonight I'm a jack of all trades. If you're going to go out and do Halloween, make sure you're safe. You got kids, check their candy before you eat it and get the stuff that you like before they do. All right, we're going to be back on Monday night with another show. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go to cheapnotbroke.com. And follow me. Where am I at this weekend? Check my Instagram page. Got any comedy shows? Love to have you out. To a comedy show. So check my Instagram page if you want to come out to a comedy show and see me perform some live comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back on Monday with another Cheap Not Broke show. I am your host, Malcolm Hall, and thank you all for tuning in. And in light of that, we're going to get up out of here on some travel stuff. See you Monday night. Take care. Happy Halloween.